So this is a video of her faced. Oh my God. Oh, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. So we can see the bone has broken the skin. It's still crazy to me that it's not a break. On the 31st of August, Ginny Fuchs, she fought for a world title against Adelaida Ruiz. This video is not about the actual fight or the corner work. This video is about what happened after Ginny took her hand out of the boxing glove, because it was savage. So here they are in the ring getting the scores read out. But I want you to keep your eye, look at that. I want you to have a look at Fuchs's thumb. She's shown it to Ruiz there. But now when her coach comes over, he goes to give her t-shirt to put on. But watch the way she reacts.
But how about those scorecards, Gabe?
Man, 90, 100?
I said they'd be crazy.
Man, but you know, I like the score. I like the decision. I think Jenny pulled it off just because the way she closed the championship rounds, last 4 rounds, she was in control.
Yeah, so she's telling him it effing hurts. But she has an interview after this. Let's have a look at the interview.
Happened.
I felt it the first round. I think it was a hook. I'm pretty sure. And I just thought I jammed it really bad. I was like, oh, but it kept hurting through the fight. But I just tried to ignore it. And then when I took it off, my glove off, I was like, oh shit, I broke it.
How hard?
So she's saying she broke it. And obviously when I seen the bone sticking out of her thumb, I was like, I had to look into this. So I followed up on it to see what the actual issue was. And it wasn't a break, even though that bone was sticking out of her thumb. So let's have a look at her in hospital, where we find out exactly what happened to her thumb. So this is a video of her faced. Oh my God. Oh, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. So we can see the bone has broken the skin. It's still crazy to me that it's not a break. So it says here, remarkably, no broken bones for Ginny Fuchs USA, who gutted out a nasty looking hand injury to win a 155-pound title on Saturday. Fuchs suffered a dislocated right thumb that was so severe that the bone broke through the skin. So as I was researching this video, I came across a few comments in the comment sections. There's always comments in the comment sections. But I just want to read out a couple. Here's one here. That's what happens when you don't wrap the thumb. The thumb was wrapped, maybe not well enough, but it was wrapped. So that's close. Congrats. No, I'm assuming they're saying gauze here. Gauze tape around the thumb. I wouldn't use that tape again. Our hand sweats and everybody is different. Speedy recovery. So here's one here. Thumbs wrapped, just piss poor hand wraps overall. Looking at them, even the best wrapped hands can't protect breaks, but they play a big factor in helping to minimize those things happening. So that's true, but I don't think the hands were wrapped incorrectly, and I sure as hell don't think they were piss poor. The reason wraps can look frayed after a fight is because they've been inside a boxing glove for 10 rounds. And sometimes boxers warm up in a different pair of gloves, because as soon as you put the fight gloves on, you can't take them off. So if you want to warm up and then take a bit of a break to go to the toilet or anything like that, a lot of fighters bring their own gloves to warm up in. So you'll warm up in your own pair of gloves that you can take on and off, like a Velcro pair. And then when everything is ready, you'll put on the fight glove. And that gets taped up and it stays on. So wraps do take a bit of a beating. I don't think the wraps were put on incorrectly at all. So what I did was I asked my good friend Beck Moss if I could go up to her gym and wrap her hands, just to show what a good solid hand wrap looks like. And I've paid attention to show with the camera exactly how we protect the thumb, but also how it doesn't matter how well this hand would have been wrapped. That injury would have happened regardless. So I'm wrapping up Beck's wrist and then back down. And I'm not going to go through the entire wrap. This is just the thumb. I would just want to highlight how we wrap around the thumb. So we wrap around the thumb and I get Beck to make a fist. The reason I get her to make a fist is that I found that if I don't get the fighter to make a fist when I wrap around the thumb, it can get really tight and cut off circulation. So I just get them to make a fist every time I go around the thumb. So it's the thumb, the back of the hand, the knuckles. Now the knuckle pad is going on. I'm just going through this real quickly. So you can see the gauze around the thumb there. It's like it's substantial. And we continue to wrap the hand properly around the knuckles, around the back of the hand, around the thumb. And then we finish off down the wrist. And now we put our first layer of tape down, right? We call this tape layer the base. So this is the first layer of tape. Working our way up to the thumb, open, and we'll wrap around and over the top and lock that in. So that's the base layer. This is just the tape that goes between the knuckles. And then we put another layer of tape on. Now this layer of tape is where all the protection to the hand is done. So the crossing on the back of the hand, any extra tape that may be required around the thumb, for example, or across the wrist if there's an injury there. And look, I come under the thumb this time, wrap it round, under the wrist and back over the top. So after we've completed that second layer, we just tie everything off and we use a branded tape here. I use Sting tape that's made here in Australia. It's a fantastic tape. I use it all the time. Really, really good stuff. Again, around the thumb, make a fist, come back across, and then lock that in. And then we'll just finish off the wrap for the rest of the hand. Tidy it up. And there you have it. There's the wrap. And the thumb is very, very well protected. Now, Ginny's wraps were exactly the same as this. There wasn't much of a difference. But look where the dislocation was. The dislocation happened here. So it doesn't matter how well the hand was wrapped or the thumb was protected. Well, at least in this case, it doesn't matter how well it was protected because the thumb dislocated above the tape. And it was just a freak accident. I just think it's amazing that Ginny fought an entire 10 rounds with that injury. It happened in the first round. So wishing Ginny a very speedy recovery. And let us know in the comments down below, have you ever wrapped someone's hands and there was a really bad injury that wasn't the fault of the wraps? Or have you ever suffered a really bad hand injury when you were boxing? Let us know in the comments down below.